Hello and welcome to the Sporting Index trading floor once again. My name's Carl, the Chief Sante, and I'm going to be talking you through all the price movements and where the money's gone so far. What promises to be a very exciting weekend of sport. Got the quarter-finals of the FA Cup, the Six Nations round 4, and plenty more to wager on with Cheltenham coming up soon. Anyway, to the rugby union, and on Saturday the first game we've got Ireland versus Wales. Plenty of business there already. Wales chasing a triple crown in Dublin. Never lost at Croke Park, but they've never played there so far. And the punters certainly think they'll do better than our prediction. We've got Ireland 3 to 6 point favourites there, and the punters have been selling at 3. We're quite comfortable with that. The fixed odds line's about 4 and 5, and we think that's probably the correct level. At the moment, the punters going heavily with Wales. Biggest bet there so far is £500 a point at 3. Total points in the game there down to 39.42. I see they were 40.43. Probably a little bit of bad weather and wind expected in Ireland. Pretty standard quote for what should be a very tight game. I'm flying up to Scotland on Friday, and this is for the Scotland-England game, the Calcutta Cup. There's breaking news today of Danny Cipriani being out in nightclubs, and he won't be there. And I can only think that's good news for Scotland points with Bullshaw back in the side, at the risk of being sued by you, Ian. Anyway, England over Scotland's 9-12. The punters not dissuaded by that news, and everyone coming on for England. We were 8-11, it's gone up to 9-12, and that's on the back of a £1 a point bar at 11. Total points in the game, not surprisingly, very low. 37.40. There was 30 points in this game a couple of years ago, and all of them were kicked points, and we're pretty much forecasting a similar type of event on Saturday. Sunday, Ireland v Italy. We're slightly out of line here with the industry. The fixed odds lines are about 22.23. We're 19.22 France over, and the punters are perhaps seeing an opportunity here, and they're buying France at 22. The reason we're a bit lower, we may be wrong as always, it's your opinion and against ours, is that we think the French team this week may not match up front with the Italian forwards, and probably not as good. Lièvremont is not picking a consistent side, and they can't get any fluid play through the French. And that was certainly shown up by England and Paris last time round. So we're happy to lay it at 22, but I wouldn't be surprised if this goes off 20-23 or 21-24. Punters getting with France. Total points in that game, 47.50. Not a lot of business there. Anyway, Saturday sees a mixture of Premiership and FA Cup six-round football. In the FA Cup at 12:45, United play Portsmouth. Poor old Portsmouth have been battered by United a few times already this season, and thought the last thing they needed was a away tie to United. Anyway, they've got that, and United were 1.4, 1.6. They're up to 1.5, 1.7. The punters can only see this one way, and we've had a £25 a goal buy there at 1.6. So good luck to that punter. As always, the man everyone wants, Ronaldo, 30 goals in 30 games. His player goal minutes were 31-34. He's up to 33-36. We're hoping Sir Alex might rest him. We don't need to wear our position on that. That includes someone who's bought 500 quid a minute there at 34. So please, Ronaldo, have a rest on Saturday, and only come on if you need it at the end. 3 o'clock, we're covering a live game on Setanta Island, which is Liverpool versus Newcastle. Punters, again, just don't want to be with Newcastle. 1.2, 1.4, up to 1.3, 1.5. Someone's bought 30,000 a goal here. Liverpool won 4-0 in midweek against the Hammers. Torres, goal minutes, 32-35, up to 33-36. I mean, the reason we've cut the supremacy low there is we think he might rest a few players before the big game in Inter Milan. I'm not sure our experts are right there, because every game's a must-win game now for Liverpool in the Premiership, otherwise they won't be playing in the Champions League again next year. Anyway, that on the basis they don't win it. But later that day we've got Chelsea against Barnsley. Punters have been coming on for a bit of Barnsley here. They think they can do it again. We were 1.7, 1.9 Chelsea over Barnsley. We're down to 1.6, 1.8. That's on the back of a £20 a goal seller there at 1.7. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to Parky and his lads up in Barnsley next week. Borough against Cardiff on Sunday. That's the other six-round game. I think it's a 1:30, 2 PM kickoff in fact. And got Borough Cardiff total goals as well. The business has been 2.4, 2.6 down to 2.3, 2.5. I think people have been fed up watching Middlesbrough so far this season whenever they've been live. And certainly 2 0-0 draws against Sheffield United has resulted in this business. I can only ascertain from that. So we're down to 2.3, 2.5. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go off 2.2, 2.4. But let's see on Sunday. Later in the Premiership on Sunday, once all the FA Cup's done, we've got Arsenal against Wigan. Big game for Arsenal. Traditionally, Champions League leads to poor results afterwards, and we'll see what happens. They're going up to Wigan, and we were 1 to 1.2, and the punters haven't deserted them again. They've gone up to 1 to 1.3, and that's the biggest bet we've had there as a 15 grand buyer of Arsenal supremacy at 1.2. Fabregas, popular as ever, he's up from 12.15 to 13.16 on his player goal minute. Anyway, there's plenty more to look forward to this weekend. You've got the tennis in Dubai. Sadly, Andy Murray was knocked out. You've got the golf, you've got the Imperial Cup down at Sandown, you've got Rugby League, you've got Leeds Castle Leeds on Saturday night, you've got Wigan playing Leeds Castle on Friday night, you've got Wigan playing on Saturday night. Lots and lots to look forward to, but nothing more than the Cheltenham Festival, where I can't wait to go down to on Monday. I'll be there for all 4 days. What tremendous drinking and betting 4 days it should be. My wallet will be emptied and hopefully replenished a few times over those few days. But one thing I can tell you is I'll be drinking plenty of Guinness and wishing you all the best of luck, whether it's this weekend or next weekend, and bet with www.sportingindex.com.